starting lineups. You'll notice a familiar name in the starting lineup for Seattle, Natasha Howard, Brianna Stewart, who garners all the attention, Jewel Lloyd at 17 points per game, and of course the legendary Sue Bird. For the Fever, it's the same starting five for the fifth straight game, which has Cappy Pondexter and Erica Wheeler. Gary Kloppenberg, a former assistant for the Fever, as Seattle wins the opening. She's had a remarkable season, the age not showing. She leads the league in assists, and there's Sue Bird knocking down. And Indiana's got to watch out for this transition offense. There's Brianna Stewart's first look. And for Seattle, Jewel Lloyd, she'll launch a three, and she connects. So it's for Indiana on the other end, and here's Pondexter attacking again. It's 4 quick points for Cappy Pondexter in that guard position. She's already had 5 double-digit games for the Fever as Dupree pulls up, and it's a quick 6-point own. It's Bird, Lloyd, and Brianna Stewart, the three you really have to watch out for Seattle. But sometimes that talent just takes some time to mature, and the role wasn't there for her in Indiana. As here's Vivian's on the other end. She finishes through. Perhaps hoping to change things up. Mitchell coming off the bench now after starting the first 17 games. There's good position from Alicia. We told you about the three-point contest, which she'll be taking part in. And they picked first in 2016. It got him Jewel Lloyd. It got him Brianna Stewart. To a championship contender in 2018. Here's the Fever's Kelsey Mitchell, and she buries her first three. Come right down to the wire if she stays healthy. It's a record that Tamika Catchings has as Sue Bird pops open from the... So for watching us here on WNBA League Pass, or if you're on ESPN3, we appreciate your viewership as well. It's Sue Bird, the 37, and at 35. Still plenty left in the tank for those two. Dupree reaches in, and there's another Hall of Fame. 22, Seattle at 18 and 7. Mitchell off the mark, got her own rebound. Mitchell tried to. Fever have come against last year's champion, last year's runner-up, as Jewel Lloyd hit a three from the corner. Not necessarily known for perimeter shooting, although it has been something she has gotten better. And Erica Wheeler took it right out of the hands of Lloyd. Lloyd took it right back and fumbled it, gave it right back to Indiana. It'll stay with Indiana. See Wheeler there on the initial theft, looking for Tiffany Mitchell. And as her career progresses, those will turn into points more often than not, but Jewel there in the post a couple of times as McCall comes up with a block. By the way, 13-0 this season when they've led after the first quarter. That is a remarkable statistic. As Canada launches a three, and the three waits for Crystal Langhorne. Canada attacking the rim. That's a nice flip from Jordan Canada. Three, and right on cue, it's Seattle's 7th three-pointer, Mitchell. Well short. Mavunga in the right spot, come into her own. A second-round draft pick as Stewart can't get it to go. The offensive rebound and the putback is there for Langhorne. To open things up for Seattle as Candace Dupree snatches. They're getting inside, just unable. And it's Stewart running the floor. Brianna Stewart has 6, and Seattle has grown their lead to 20, which has been problematic from time to time for Indiana. Mitchell got blocked by Howard. The top 2 teams in the league each of the last couple of years. Good ball movement. Mitchell will launch from the corner, and Mitchell hits. It's been cut down to 14. It's a nice start. Achanwa around Stewart. The offensive rebound and a second effort for Natalie. On the other end, works it out to Mitchell. Here's Dupree into a cutting Achanwa. Good find from Candace Dupree. They'll go into Stewart. She turns, and Brianna Stewart. She's Kelsey Mitchell, who assumes her spot in the starting lineup. Rookie for rookie as Pondexter attacks and scores off left glass, though, with a 13-3 charge dating back to the second quarter. Stewart got back into the Wheeler, trapped into the corner, did find Achanwa. And now Mitchell will drive, attacking the rim. It's Kelsey Mitchell. Shot, though, and while she's had more of a struggle in the second half of the season as Stewart buries a three. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Dupree rolling across the lane. Candace Dupree back to that second quarter. Fever have been much more effective on the offensive end. 17 points as Howard finishes with that left hand for finding ways to develop her game, especially in Minnesota where the playing time was sparse. Pondexter buries a corner. They've got to get stops on the defensive end, and a cutting Brianna Stewart gives her 15. And this is the top offensive team in the league. Mitchell, an off-balance three, gets it to go. Fantastic job to get a late hand in there and turn what looked like a good look for Indiana into a tough look as Howard dips in on Achanwa. Stewart will launch a deep three, and Brianna Stewart connects. She looks down low and hasn't been able to finish. And now a cutting Howard, and Natasha Howard, the basket and a foul. They made a coaching change as Dupree, good position, and Howard there on the defensive end with a block, and then it's Howard again. Natasha Howard's been everywhere on this position, and Candace Dupree rolls it in anyway. Who's a former Fever assistant. Wheeler, nice handoff to a cutting McCall. It's a quick look there at Coach Klopp. Stewart, another three, and Stewart hits another. Now Bird at Mitchell. Here's Howard, seemingly out of nowhere, the lankiness. And you see the players around her. Brianna Stewart, Jewel Lloyd. Here is Stewart. That's a contested look. And Brianna Stewart, as Canada can't get that three to go, Mitchell shovels it ahead to Tiffany Mitchell, who finishes with the left hand. Third quarter around Mitchell. McCall swipes in for the block. She can be so dynamic. As one more look at that Erica McCall block. Tasha Howard has 9 of them. There's Canada. The floater. Hughes wants to use her here in the fourth at 37. She might be due for a well-deserved fourth quarter off. Mosqueda Lewis launches a corner three and buries it. More than had they beaten Atlanta. Dan Hughes' bunch, with a bunch of games on the road, has performed well here in Indy. Mitchell, nice move to get free underneath, and there's Bird. Was late in her career. Potentially even pondering retirement as Mitchell will pull up for a three. There's Kelsey Mitchell with another. Very, very long time. Brianna Stewart's 23. Arguably, with all due respect to Sue Bird, under the age of 25 in Seattle. Here's Mitchell handing off. That's a great find to Achanwa. For one of the league's top players. Wheeler in position, deflected perhaps, at least altered by Howard. See, Howard got a piece there. And continues to attack on the other end, going at Lloyd. Leaves Wheeler open in the corner. There's Erica Wheeler with a three. Just over 2 minutes to play. Might have to come from Kelsey Mitchell, who got around Bird, scores and a foul. Third. And Mitchell can bring Indiana back within 8, which would come all the way full circle. That's how many Seattle. Stewart's had an answer all night. Sue Bird, a three, and there it is. Sue Bird. Stewart with 26. Alicia Clark on the baseline. Alicia Clark through the foul. Brianna Stewart, Jewel Lloyd had 13 points, all in the first quarter. Nobody got back on Russell. A couple runs by Indiana, cut it to single digits, but the Fever never got closer than 8 since the first quarter. And Dan Hughes, his bunch, the Seattle Storm, will take a league best 19-7 record.